Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome again. We are the Lions of Israel camp. My name is Awar, and to my left I have
Priest Zahab.
and on the camera I have
Priest Daniel.
okay. For all you brothers and sisters who know, we are the Lions of Israel camp, and for all the people who don't know, we are the Hebrew Israelites. What we teach is nationality that, according to the Bible, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, we are God's chosen people, according to the Bible and according to history, which is also backed up by history as well. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be this channel, which appropriately will be titled, called Israelite Health and Nutrition, is going to be dealing strictly with health and nutrition on a scientific level, explaining to you the reason why the Most High gave us a dietary law and why He does not want us eating certain things, proving to you that eating unclean animals is toxic and deadly to your body on a scientific level, okay? Because the Most High is a master scientist and the supreme mathematician, okay? Or rather, a supreme scientist and a master mathematician. We're going to prove to you on a scientific level why the Most High does not want us eating unclean animals. This is going to be the first show in a series of shows.
Sure.
This show is going to be the breakdown of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 through 8. To go through the entire chapter is going to take more than one show. Okay, because we know our people have a short attention span, so we're going to try to keep this no longer than 30 minutes. So, the first scripture I would like the brothers to get is Proverbs chapter 4, verses 5 through 7.
Proverbs chapter 4, verses 5 through 7. Get wisdom, get understanding.
Matter of fact, just go to straight to verse 7.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the principal thing. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the proper application of knowledge, okay? And what is the knowledge that the Most High want? What is the knowledge that our people are destroyed for? Most High says our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And what is that knowledge? Keeping the commandments that are found in the Bible. And part of those commandments are the dietary law, okay? That's why we're suffering from so many ailments. High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, gout, cancer, obesity. All these diseases are related, are the direct result of our of our diet, our food choices, the food we eat, and the type of liquids that we drink. The reason why our people are suffering from so many diseases, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, more than any other people on the planet Earth, you're the number one victims when it comes to degenerative diseases.
Right.
Okay? And why is that? Because we're not following the dietary laws that the Most High prescribed to us. If the Most High is the creator of man, and He created man in His image, then He would be the best person to know. He would have the best diet for us to eat and to follow, okay? Go ahead.
Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
And what is understanding? Understanding is having the knowledge, knowing the reason why you're doing certain things, okay? So we're going to get understanding on a scientific level why the Most High doesn't want us eating unclean animals. Get me Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 through 8.
Kind. And let me add this to what the brother's saying, man. All those diseases that the brother mentioned is proportionately higher in the so-called black and Hispanic community than any other community. And the brother's going to bring it out that it's because we're breaking the Most High's commandments, man. But Esau has these diseases But predominantly, it's always in the black community and Spanish community. Whether your uncle, your auntie, your grandfather, you know what I'm saying, cousin, sister, whatever. Somebody got some type of disease that the brother just spoke about, and it's directly, not indirectly, like Esau like to dance around the topic, is directly related to the diet that you're eating. So, this is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
Who are the children of Israel? The children of Israel are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans located throughout North, Central, and South America. You make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
These are the beasts which ye shall eat. No, Salaki. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Right, so the Most High is making a distinction. The Most High never wanted us to eat any animal. Okay? The Most High is making a separation. We're going to find out what this separation is on a scientific level. Why the Most High doesn't want us eating certain animals, as opposed to the animals that He does want us to eat. We're going to find out what these animals are. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof. What does the Most High mean by parteth the hoof? When you look at the front of an animal, when you look at the front foot of an animal, if it's, we're going to show you clips, if it has a split directly in the front of its toe, that's what it means by parteth the hoof. Okay? Go ahead.
And is cloven footed.
And it's cloven footed, meaning if its foot is divided into 3 sections, 2 sections in the front with the split in the middle, and 1 section in the back, like a 3-leaf clover. That's what it means to be cloven footed. Go ahead.
And cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
That shall ye eat. What does the Most High mean by a beast that chews the cud? An animal that regurgitates itself, that regurgitates its food. And the only animal that, okay, we're going to find out what it means to chew the cud, okay? I want this brother to read an excerpt from a website. If the brother will tell you.
Okay, this is from the website bible.cc. When you go to the website, you can type in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 3, and it brings you directly to what we're talking about. This deals with the parting of the hoof. This is on the Gill's exposition on the entire Bible. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed, that is, whose hoof is parted and cloven quite through. For there are some creatures that have partitions in their feet, but not quite through. They are parted above, but underneath are joined together by a skin. Wherefore, both these phrases are used to describe the beasts lawful to be eaten. The Egyptians seem to have borrowed this law from the Jews. For Carimon says that they abstain from such 4-footed beasts that have only 1 hoof, or have many partitions, or have no horns. And so the Targum of Jonathan adds here, which have horns, which though not in the text agrees well with the creatures allowed by this law to be eaten. See Deuteronomy 14 verse 4. For such are all horned cattle, nor are there any cattle horned forbid to be eaten.
So basically, go to the dictionary and show them what it means to regurgitate the food. Basically, when an animal regurgitates its food, when it chews its food, it swallows its food whole. It swallows its food whole, brings it down into its stomach, and it brings it back up, and it chews it, and then brings it back down into another section of his stomach for better digestion and assimilation. And the animals that are cloven-footed and chew up the cud, when they chew the cud, they regurgitate their food through a process called rumination. And what this process does, this allows the animal to to absorb the nutrients of the food that it's eating better.
Con.
Okay, as opposed to predatory animals who just chew and swallow their food. Okay, matter of fact, who just rip their flesh and just swallow the flesh whole. Okay, these animals, they break it down, and the body breaks it down again. Its body break it down again a second time. Okay, so these animals that chew the cud and are cloven-footed, they're all herbivores. Meaning what? They don't eat other animals. So these animals are the healthiest of all animals to eat, okay? Because animals that are herbivores have less toxins in their body as opposed to predators. That's why the Most High only wants us eating the animals that are cloven-footed, because they're herbivores. Go ahead.
Okay, this is, we're reading out of Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. So for those of you who have a copy of this at home, you can follow along. We're going to look up the word ruminant, R-U-M-I-N-A-N-T, which deals with what we're speaking about. Ruminant, definition 1, A, chewing the cud. 2, characterized by chewing again what has been swallowed. B, of or relating to two suborders, Ruminatia and Tylopoda, of herbivorous even-toed hoofed mammals, as sheep, oxen, deer, and camels, that chew the cud and have a complex 3 or 4 chambered stomach. Basically, that's it on that.
Right, so basically, all the animals that are cloven-footed and divided the hoof and chew the cud, they all share the same physical characteristics. They're all cattle, basically herbivores. They're land-grazing animals, and they all walk on all fours, and they also share another characteristic. They also have a pair of horns. They have horns on both sides of their heads. So basically, examples of these clean animals would be oxen, sheep. Okay, would be oxen, sheep, ram, goat, the bull, the antelope, the reindeer, the moose, gazelle, impala, reindeer, buffalo, even a giraffe. Even a giraffe is a clean animal. Why? Because it's cloven-footed and it divided the hoof and it chews the cud. Meaning, chew the cud mean basically the animal's an herbivore. It only eats grass. Okay? It only eats grass and plants. That's what an animal who chews the cud. Meaning, it's a vegetarian, so to speak. It only eats plants. Go ahead.
This is verse 4, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right, and the camel, even though it chews the cud, it doesn't divide the hoof. The Most High still doesn't want us eating the camel. Why? Because the camel is not as clean as the cattle, as like cows and sheep and goats. Okay? That's why the Most High doesn't want us eating camels and eating animals that chew the cud but don't divide the hoof, like horses. Okay? Because these animals are more toxic than the animals that are not cloven. The animals that are not cloven-footed are more toxic than the animals that are cloven-footed.